So I got this turbo install kit. It's a Model 1 on Rock Auto. There's a couple different ones on there. They're about $30, $31, and they come with the gasket for in between the manifold and the top of the turbo, the exhaust gasket in between your cat or downpipe and the turbo, and then you got the 3 nuts and the copper washer. Well, the copper washers are for your coolant line and your oil. Coolant, maybe oil. It's got 3 studs in there for the back of your turbo for the exhaust and the nuts. The gasket for the bottom of the turbo for your oil return line, and then a tube of oil or a vial or syringe, so you can after you put your drain tube on, leave your fill your oil feed line off and inject this oil in through the top, so you're basically priming the turbo so it doesn't start it up dry. So here's what we did over here. What I did was I fed the turbo up from the bottom. You just kind of got to wiggle it in basically the same way it came out. And then what I do is I get 2 of these studs. I put this gasket in. I put 2 of these studs on and support it by the pipe here, and then it's just easier to put this all on now, and then I'll put the gasket on. Make sure you anti-seize all these bolts, all the studs, all the bolts into the manifold, everything here. Do use the high temp stuff. Put this gasket in on the top. And then you'll swing the turbo over under there, and you still got the 1 bolt. I put anti-seize on the bottom of that since I didn't pull that bolt out. I did it from underneath before I put the turbo up in there. And I'll start with probably one of these front bolts because it'll be easier, and just get a few threads on it, and then get that back one tightened in by hand.